Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, Laura.
And I'm May.
And today we have a special guest and a fun fucking topic. We are joined today by Shannon Fiedler. We are going to be discussing the Victoria's Secret fashion show / documentary. Either way, whatever it was, the internet hated it. So we'll be talking about that and a little bit of history from that era.
I would describe it as a play personally, so we'll see what you guys think.
Piece. Enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News. Oh my God. All right. Well, Shannon, thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. So excited to be here.
We're so excited to have you. We only have guests that have phenomenal hair.
Well,
and your hair is like killing me right now.
I don't know what it's doing right now. Oh my God, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is perfect that we're covering Victoria's Secret today because your hair looks like it comes straight from the runway.
The voluminous hair.
Yes.
I will take that compliment 100%.
Well, Shannon's also very funny. You're a very talented comedian, and you do like the cutest sketches I've ever fucking seen.
Oh my God, thanks.
On the internet. Check them out, everybody.
On the TikTok.
On the
on the Instagrams. Yeah.
On the YouTube Shorts. I don't know.
Yes,
I think,
on the YouTube Shorts.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of your stuff is mostly like making fun of like stereotypical people in specific areas. Like a lot of like New York humor, a lot of like
and that's why we brought you here today because as a New York woman, I feel personally targeted.
I'm coming for all of you guys for sure. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I had a question for you because I feel like sometimes I'll do like impressions of my friends that fit whatever stereotypes just like in my conversational life with people, and I'm like, if I put that on the internet, I feel like my friend Isabel would be like, okay, that's obviously about me.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
have you gotten that before?
Yes. So one of my best friends is like very clearly the inspiration behind Manhattan Woman, and like everyone knows it, and you know, we're very close. I know her whole family. So they're always like, is this about you? And she's like, no, but it so is.
Yeah.
I worry about that all the time, that people are going to think it's about them.
So are you confirming or denying that it's about her?
Yeah.
That one I'll confirm 100%. Okay. She's my inspiration. She is my muse.
What is your favorite New York woman to play?
Okay, good question. So with New York, I do a handful of different neighborhoods. And then the other cities, I tend to just do like a city archetype because I don't know them as well. I like to be like, it's very easy for me to tap into like a West Village, Murray Hill girl because I've been those girls.
I am that girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to be that girl.
It's
never going to happen.
But I like to tap into like Park Slope mom or like Bushwick starving artist.
Yeah.
Because it's not me and it's just, I feel so over the top and fun.
That is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very funny.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of eavesdropping and watching people on the subway and just like.
You should do like detached or like like completely like socially inept like NYU student.
Oh my God.
Like, you know, I feel like I'm constantly, because I live in the West Village.
That is so true.
So I'm constantly eating lunch next to these these fucking NYU students that will just be like, you know, having lunch at fucking Jack's wife Frida, and they're sitting there like, it is like late stage capitalism and blah, blah, and you're like, shut,
dude.
Like literally shut your mouth.
Can I just tell you, I did a show last week, a private show, like in one of those high rises in Manhattan.
Fancy.
Yay, but like it was all NYU students.
That's weird.
And they had that same vibe, but I was like, you live in a fucking high rise.
Yeah, like
what are you doing?
This
you don't
is
get to
contradictory.
late stage capitalism me in a high rise.
Oh, don't worry about it. They will.
They did. And then they said, Laura, get off stage. Boo. You can get out of our high rise. My dad's kicking you out.
I find that those crowds are actually like ironically very conservative in the sense that they're very conserved about what they'll laugh at.
Yes.
And I'm like, don't you realize that you guys are being like Republican right now?
Yes.
Like ironically, you're like,
oh,
you can't talk about sex.
Yes.
You can't talk about
Abilene, Texas was very similar energy to this NYU crew. And
I'm
I did
sure
both
they
of them
would
in the last
love
2
to
weeks.
hear that.
Oh, I told them. Don't worry.
And then they booed you off the stage.
We
Got
reviewed.
It. We reviewed.
I had fun. Let me tell you that.
There was the 10 Commandments in the
Abilene
venue.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And you just are doing comedy next to the commandments?
Correct. I'm not adjacent to it. I requested that and they said You're gonna swear. And I
That's
did.
not allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, that clip would be incredible. You're just next to a big placard
Yeah,
of the Ten
that's-
Commandments,
yeah.
and you're just like, I've never done anal. Or whatever. I'm just doing my own act now. That's my act in a nutshell, is that I've never done anal.
Well, I'm stealing that.
If
bit
anybody
from
has
you,
any
so.
tips, write into the show. It's very challenging.
So
Um,
anal. I'm just
So,
kidding.
anal. Speaking of anal and intercourse, you just got married. Congratulations.
Segway of the Year award.
Yes.
I did. Thank you. It was.
How'd you get the guy with anal? What are you?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, it was great. I met the guy on Hinge. There's hope.
Oh,
The
wow.
world
There
exists.
is
I
hope.
know. The
Yeah.
internet is. We found love literally in a hopeless place.
Oh
and
my God, Rihanna.
yeah, it was great. We had the best time. I mean, you got married this year?
I did.
Or-
Yeah, I got married last November, so
Okay.
I'm coming up on a year.
Oh my God! Congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I'm not engaged.
No, Laura is famously not engaged. If people want to harass Matthew about it, that would be
Yeah,
fantastic.
actually, his handle is @MondayPunday, and feel free to write him in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll write in
Yeah, write him.
immediately.
Please, please.
He
do.
needs to know.
He does need to know. Just keep him on his toes. I do jokes about it now. It's
Oh,
so funny.
I used to
me.
do that too.
It's fucking great. Well, he'll come up after me sometimes and then be like, "This is cool. This is really fun and comfortable for me." And
Wait,
I'm
so
like,
you guys
"You're a
are-
professional, baby."
You're both with other comics.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, that's very bold.
So
Yeah.
what does what does
I wouldn't recommend.
your husband do?
He works in sports marketing.
Oh,
So like
cool.
adjacent, like he knows the internet, but
He like has a computer, so he gets it.
He's got a TikTok account.
he knows what a meme is. And but he does not do stand up. He just
Okay.
watches me do stand up.
That is
that's
He's very
quite
sweet.
lovely, honestly.
It's good for me.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
It's good for
I'm married to one, so I don't know why. I'm like,
You're like, oh, I hate it.
Mark, you should quit. We would lose our fucking house. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, I'm assuming you met him. How long you guys been together?
So we've been together since we met right before the pandemic. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like
Oh.
So
weird
you
timing.
were you already doing stand up
I
then,
was
or like
doing stand up, but like could have been confused as a hobby at the time.
Got
You know
it.
what I mean?
Okay.
So like he
It was
saw
still, like, fun.
It was still I still enjoyed it. I still had a soul. It was great.
Yeah.
It was still.
He
a good
he
time.
came to see me in a show the first time he saw me, February of 2020, and
Oh,
then
wow.
the world shut down. So
Yeah.
he's been on this journey with me of it becoming like a career.
that's so
Which
cool.
is nice. I'm glad that because I think it would be hard to have this job and then meet someone who isn't in this world and have
Absolutely.
to make them understand it versus like him seeing it happen while I was learning it too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
you kind of
difficult.
got in by the hairs on your chinny chin.
Oh,
chin.
sure did.
Yeah, I'm
Just
thinking
made
about
it.
that because I have some like weird
Some
whiskers
prickles right
coming
now?
in, Yeah.
Oh,
just
life
30s,
in your
man.
30s.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank God you're already married.
Thank God I'm already married, so I can talk about my,
My
chin
chinny
hairs
chin
on-
hairs have been plucked out. Let me
I
tell
almost
you
said on
that.
TV
I gotta
on
have
this
my
podcast.
shit together.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. So you've been married now. You started
Been
dating
there,
him
done
back
that.
then. Sports marketing.
Wait, where are you from?
Yeah,
Sorry.
where-
what- sorry,
Connecticut.
Oh,
if
Connecticut,
That wasn't
okay.
blatantly
Yeah,
obvious.
with
If you're listening to this audio orally, whatever, I'm in a pink and green polo shirt. So
yeah, you do.
I
look
give
like you
Connecticut.
walked right out of Connecticut Monthly.
Yeah, 100%.
I think even just like your energy and your vibe, like even if you were wearing like a dominatrix outfit, I'd be like, oh, this is a dominatrix from Connecticut. That's
Absolutely,
Like, that's
yeah.
the genre.
This is the Connecticut dominatrix.
Connecticut
Yeah.
My
dominatrix.
vibe is Connecticut.
Theme
Good.
party.
Okay. Woo.
We are also New England girlies. I'm
Yes,
from
we are.
Massachusetts.
Okay.
And she's from Rhode Island.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
parents live in Rhode Island now. I got married in Newport.
Oh, lovely.
Rhode Island's
Yep.
a very special place in my heart.
I'm from rural
Okay.
Rhode Island.
Rural. Okay.
We're
Fair.
famous for turf farms.
Oh, didn't know that was a
Yes.
thing.
Big money.
Only Exeter.
Only
yeah.
Exeter.
But everyone always thinks it's Phillips Exeter, and,
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
I
say
let
there's
them
the
ride
school
with
there.
that. I
Yeah.
let them ride with that, but that
Don't
is
correct
not.
That's
no,
the
you leave
most
it.
Connecticut thing I could say.
Yeah.
There's a prep school there. So.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. Yes. No. Exeter, Rhode Island, there is just grass.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
had
great.
To me.
You had a question before I rudely interrupted you.
You were so rude about
I
that.
was very
but,
rude,
Your
yeah.
question was actually better, so I'll give you this one. You get the W on this one, May. My question for you is, what'd you do for money before stand-up?
I worked in advertising for many years. I worked at an ad agency as a copywriter, so still writing. It was
Okay.
fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot, actually. It was. You got to be on set. You got to like make commercials. It was pretty fun, but
Really?
it's still like
That's
you're in an
cool.
office.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
part's not as fun.
You have a boss. That's
You have a boss. That's
Wouldn't
never fun.
recommend.
No, if you
Yeah.
can avoid that, do.
Yeah.
We're trying.
We are
but they just keep
trying.
calling.
I know.
I'm like, "Blah, you're blocked."
Yeah.
I also
Keep
think
sending the paychecks.
like specifically with sales, it's like stripping. You
Yeah.
know, where
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, it's so easy to just keep me in it because I'm like, oh, if I close this deal, I'm gonna get X amount of
Yeah.
money for like doing basically nothing. And then I'm like, I'm gonna be like this 10 years from now and be like, well, I never actually pursued stand up because I was like,
'Cause
I had $5,000 dangled in front of me at all
Oh,
times. You know?
if I had, if I worked on commission, I would have never pursued stand up. Are you kidding?
So what I'm saying is, if you're in sales, you're a stripper, and it's the
that's-
exact same thing.
Actually 100% true.
Yeah.
Everyone listening is like, it does feel like that.
Yeah.
I think I would have a little bit more dignity if I was a stripper, actually. I'd be
At least
like,
I would like control my hours. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I work
And
nights.
I would get like a really good workout.
I can
Yeah.
sleep in.
It's two
Yeah.
birds, one stone.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that.
All right, point being.
Feel hot. I feel so like gross all the time. I'm like
Option
hunched
B.
over a computer.
yeah.
I want to like arch my back and do something. You know, that's kind of nice.
The back arch. We
The back
love.
arch.
Add it
I would
in.
definitely have to pluck my chin hairs for that job.
Throw that on the Zoom call. Just kind of start seeing if you move more units that way. Just be like, hey guys,
Could work for you.
check out our new UI.
Wait, so before we started the pod, we were chatting a little bit in the
Yes.
living room about your time at Bloomingdale's
Yes,
as well.
Yes.
So I moved to New York like 2 days after I graduated college, and I was like, I'm gonna be an actress, and that went
As you do.
badly, obviously. Since
No, I mean,
I'm not here.
it
Did you
turned out
study-
great.
It
now.
did. I did come full circle.
Yeah.
Did you study film?
I studied theater.
Theater.
I studied theater, but wanted to do film. And so I moved here, and I was like, I'll just get like a part-time job for like a couple months before I become famous. And I got a job at Bloomingdale's on 59th Street, the
Okay.
giant one, as a denim associate.
Okay.
So
I love
I've
these.
sold jeans.
I absolutely love the titles they give people.
It is. They are just gaslighting
Yeah.
you. They're like, they give you business cards.
Right.
Who wants this? And they're like, hand
Who's
it out to
handing
every
out my
customer.
denim associate cards?
First of all, no one shops in person anymore.
No.
Let's
That
be
too.
honest. It's just like a bunch of tourists who aren't buying
anything. No,
and
they're here
then,
to
so
take
it's
a
on the
picture.
Upper East Side. So there's all these Upper East Side women. I'm not kidding you, who this is their only social outlet. So they come in every day and just
Dark.
bitch at you.
Perfect.
It's like really like this woman came in once and she's like wearing a tracksuit. And this was before they came back in style.
So like,
already-
ma'am, I work in denim,
And
so you
she-
gotta go.
Yeah, I was like, we don't sell that in the denim section. And she's like, do you have this tracksuit? It was like velour. It really was like straight.
Like a juicy
like
one,
pretty
or-
much. But
Okay.
it was made by like Paige. Or it was made by one of the denim brands.
Okay.
So it was like in my associate area. And so she's like, do you have this? And do you have this in blue? And I was like, oh, we actually don't sell that. And she flips out and she's like, are you insulting my style? And the middle of the store just goes, you bitch. And my manager was like, what did you do? I was like, I told her we didn't sell a product we
Oh my
don't sell.
God.
We do
And
not have that. Yeah, you're
I was like, let's skew. We don't, and then she just like screamed at me. And then my manager was like, you just have to take that. And I was like,
what?
yeah. So then I was like, I'm going to quit this and
Yeah.
There's
sell my soul
never-
to advertising.
Yeah, only in tech sales can you be yelled at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like your commission on a pair of jeans is like $3. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
Especially like an in-person job like that where then
Yeah.
you just have to like suck it up and continue on with your day, where like
Yeah.
on my job, if I get yelled at, I'm like, I just sit there like numb and then I just like close the laptop.
Right.
And I'm like,
exactly.
okay, goodbye.
Exactly.
I guess I'm having a glass of wine now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Even though it's
exactly.
noon, but
yeah,
whatever.
but I got yelled at. So
Customer service is no joke. I feel like everyone
know.
should work it in their life to have like a respect for other human beings.
No, I
'cause
agree.
it's-
It
People
should
are
be-
vicious.
Instead of like military service being being something that you have to do, it has to be like you have to work at your
you
local
have to work in
Denny's.
retail
Okay.
or
Yeah.
the restaurant.
having to serve your country.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, you need to
literally
serve
You need to
patrons.
dress your country.
Yes.
Yes.
You need to work as a hostess at
Oh,
some
God.
fucking
And people,
clam shack on
Yeah.
Cape Cod.
100%.
Is that what you did? You do that?
Yes, I've done that.
Yeah, that sounds like it just came from the inner soul of you.
It was a very specific example.
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
a 2-hour wait, dude.
Listen,
It was
we're out of
Yeah,
Well-
it's like not your fault, but they're gonna take it out on you.
Yeah, exactly. And there's all these
People.
families with these like screaming kids.
Oh,
It's a
always.
disaster.
Like we're missing happy hour.
Yeah.
Like,
Always.
why are you bringing the kids?
And then
to
you
this?
you double seat in like Betty's section that she comes over and yells at you. Oh my God.
Betty.
Betty was a fucking bitch.
I never worked in customer service, but I was a lifeguard for a
Oh,
while. So
that's-
that's like a different form.
That's a lot of pressure.
It was, and I had a whistle.
Ooh.
So it's really a lot easier to overcome bitchy behavior from
Yeah.
people when you're
Yeah.
like, I can just whistle at you.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to shut down an
Yeah.
argument.
Whistles have more power than they should. Like,
Yeah.
Or if someone whistled at me in any situation, I would immediately drop my shit. and be
whatever they want me to do, I'm doing.
like, what are you?
You have a whistle.
Yeah, if like someone was like a bouncer at a club and was, like trying, they were like,
And was whistling.
get him out.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
whoa, all right,
That's
I gotta go.
That's a great idea. We should go pitch that. Give your bouncers
bad.
whistles.
You should. I would listen.
Foghorns. Just like time to get out of here.
All right. Well, should we get into our main story for the day?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
do
we
it.
should.
Because Victoria's Secret, let me tell you, they need some whistles. They got some timeouts coming their way. I'm done with that analogy. So did you ever shop at Victoria's Secret back in the day?
Of
you did
course.
retail?
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I think that's everybody
Yeah.
fundamentally was legally
Yeah.
required
Oh,
to
yes.
almost.
Yeah.
You were kicked out of America.
You
lost your
At least kicked out of
citizenship.
high school. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I was always scrounging the sale bins.
Yes.
Yep.
And I was like, what is
And
the
they
only
separated them by size.
With the pink on the butt
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'm like wandering. I'm like, where's the largest? Go find the large bin. Is there anything remotely normal left in this?
Yeah, and no.
No.
I had a pair of underwear that I got at like the semi-annual sale. They were lime green, and on the
So
back in like gold lame, they said girls just want to have sun. On the back of this like brief, and I was like, I'm cool.
That is, yeah. And you're like, I'm 9.
Yeah, literally.
I'm 9 years old.
I
And I'm wearing a bra with crystals
Literally.
on it.
That you could see through your
Crystals
t-shirt.
And it's
100%.
this thick. It is 2 inches of
Yeah.
foam strapped to my 11-year-old breasts.
Adds 3 sizes.
Covered in minerals.
Covered
For
in
what
minerals.
reason?
I remember my mom would always get us a bunch of underwear for Christmas and then put them in the fucking stockings.
Yes.
And I would just be like opening them in front of my dad. And
Oh
it's
my
like
God,
these like
so
whale tail
embarrassing.
thongs. I'm like, thanks, mom. I'm like 11. My dad's just like,
I
Your
cannot
dad's
wait
like,
to wear
I
this.
hate-
All the boys will love it. Your dad's
Yeah.
like, my mom, my kid's a whore.
I hate Christmas. Oh my God. That is, yeah.
I do miss those days,
Core memory
though,
unlocked.
a little bit. And what kills me is, so obviously Victoria's Secret's gone through a lot of transformations recently. We've watched this all go down. I figured I'd take us back in time a little bit to see what prompted
History lesson.
A little history lesson. All prompted because they did the Tour 23, which was their documentary / runway show, but there was no runway, so I don't know why they called it that. Released like a week ago, and basically what they were trying to do was, I kind of actually don't even mind the concept. They were highlighting 4 different cities, and they had 20 global creatives so like 5 for each city.
Oh, cool.
And it would be like a musician and a designer, and then a filmographer, videographer. I'm clear.
Sure.
Person
Yeah,
with a camera.
Cameraman / woman / them. I don't give a shit. Person, and then a couple other people, and they would put together this like documentary style film about kind of the region, and then also the people and their creative process and stuff like that.
And they tied this back to bras?
And this exactly. And
I kind of don't hate it on paper.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I'm just missing the tie.
I was watching it earlier today, and I was like, it's kind of fun, like
Yeah.
as like its own standalone, totally separate thing. But
Yeah.
they did it as like in the slot of Victoria's Secret fashion show, which is you need to have angel wings,
Right.
Yes.
And that was a huge part. Like it needed
Yeah.
to have angel wings, and they did not have angel wings. They had like a couple sort of inspired pieces, but no one was going on a runway. And
yeah, I
they,
want to see them stomping it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
absolutely,
Yeah,
I would
right?
love for them to do that, and
Yeah.
they did not do that at any point. It was cool. I'll give them that, and it was very inclusive.
Right.
So we
Okay.
love
Yeah.
that.
That's
Love
great.
inclusivity.
But they
Sure.
didn't do it very well. I'm gonna
Oh.
go ahead and say,
Got it,
like,
okay.
people looked like bad.
Yeah.
And I was like,
see,
we're
that's
not
a
talking
problem.
ugly. Listen, here's the
Yeah.
thing: inclusive, not including ugly.
we
Yeah.
never liked the ugly. Okay. I actually have a joke
People
about
are
that.
not buying that. I don't know,
Yeah.
unless you do it cool, and you're
Yeah.
not doing it cool. They have
Right.
not fucking nailed it.
Got it. Okay.
And also, it's okay to be like, certain styles look better on certain people. Like, I don't know, like
Right.
the way
Yeah,
that like
100%.
my body's
Dress-
shaped sometimes, like, I don't know, I want like a higher rise brief or whatever the fuck. Like, that's fine. That's okay. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have to be like slamming these people into like little tiny things that like Adriana Lima used to wear.
Right.
It's like not the vibe. Make them look nice, make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
And they did not do
100%.
that. Well, I'll show you some clips in just a moment here, but let's go back in time a little bit. In 28, this is actually the first time they've done this in 5 years.
Wow.
Which, can I just go ahead? I did not realize it was gone.
Me
No,
either.
I didn't even
Which
notice.
is kind of not a great sign for
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret that
Yeah.
5 years has passed and
And
I've
I was
not
like,
been like,
who knew?
But hey, when's the last Victoria's Secret show been?
But okay, they weren't doing the shows, but they did have like a lot of interesting announcements because didn't they have the mentally disabled
Yes,
person?
but those
that
were
was
just
joining?
models.
Oh, okay. They were
Yeah,
just
they had
joining.
a woman with,
interesting.
I think it was
I
Downs.
paused for way too long saying that.
Yeah,
Yes, Down syndrome is the
Yes.
term. I was like,
You were
I was like malfunctioning. I was like,
Yeah.
don't get canceled.
Don't
Okay.
get
over here
Sorry, my
imitating
wife.
her. I'm like, come on, Dan.
Yeah, right. Okay, but they did have the Down syndrome.
They had the
model, and that
really
was a big-
hot Downs model, and that
Yeah.
was, everyone felt weird about that.
Everyone felt so weird. Every male comic was like, I'd fuck her.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we got
Cool,
it. We
got
can fuck
it.
anyone. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You're unemployed.
You'll fuck any girl in your DMs.
I know, we understand.
Yeah.
We understand. Yeah, that girl looked awesome. Good for her. But anyway, so 2018, they got rid of the show because they decided they wanted to evolve the marketing. So really what happened before that is Rihanna actually like almost single-handedly got rid of the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
I was
and-
gonna bring up Fenty when we were
Yes.
talking about like making people look good with inclusivity because
Exactly.
the Fenty show is insanity.
nailed it.
It's amazing.
Nailed it. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up
I
because
used
you are
Fenty actually, and I think I was the exact demographic she had in mind when
Yeah.
she created the.
Yeah. It was specifically for me.
It was for me. I didn't have
Massachusetts millennials.
I
That's
didn't
what we
have
want.
anything that represented me before Fenty. Thank God it came around.
Rihanna came back.
But no,
and-
it's like an amazing line. It's really good.
Also, small side note, I didn't go into this in the story, but I do think it's worth noting that there is also a lawsuit against them
Against
because
Fenty?
yes, because they did this subscription based model,
yeah, they did.
and it's the way that they advertised it was misleading. So there's like a
Oh.
couple $1 million lawsuit against them right now. I'm not sure the
Damn.
status of it because I ran out of time to look
Is
into
it like
everything.
a Fabletics type?
Yeah. So
Oh,
situation?
interesting.
yeah,
Remember
is
that?
Fabletics where it's like you pay like $19.99
Yeah,
per
and they
month or
send
something.
you leggings every month, and you're like, I can't keep up with these fucking leggings.
That's
Yeah,
so
you're
many
like, there's
leggings.
simply too many leggings.
I
How
do
many
not
legs do you
work
think
out
I
that
have?
much.
Yeah.
Right. Give me a break.
You think I'm fucking
legs do you
running
think I
over here? Well, Fenty actually had a similar thing with like same exact strategy, but with lingerie, which anyway, put that to the side. Point being, they're
I'm
not
not-
perfect, okay?
I'm wearing
Rihanna,
lingerie like never.
literally never. I have like one piece, and I'm like, oh, still has the tags on,
Yeah.
and I'm never
Yeah,
taking
a
them
monthly
off.
subscription. That's
Aggressive.
bold. That's assuming a lot.
It's
That's assuming a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot. Rihanna's putting way too much faith in my sex life.
Yeah.
We can't all be as cool as you, Rihanna.
Yeah.
I also feel like, ironically, with lingerie, it's like what you buy when you're trying to like rejuvenate your sex life. It's like if you haven't
Yeah.
had sex in like 6 months and then you're like desperate and you're wearing this fucking. That's
Yeah.
the only time I could ever imagine.
Yeah,
wearing
that's when you're
lingerie.
like, we need couples counseling.
we need couples counseling,
But
or
this
for
is
me
cheaper,
to.
so
Yeah, yeah.
let me
Let's
go on
try this
Fenty.com.
first.
Yeah, let's get this $30, actually probably like $80.
Yeah.
Maybe couples counseling is cheaper. Who knows?
Could be.
So back in 2015, Rihanna was actually anticipated to perform at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, which was actually, that's only 8 years ago. So it's so funny how
Wow.
much things have changed since
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
Since then. So she was supposed to perform a new song on the show. And one calendar week before she was supposed to be on it live,
God.
she pulled.
Oh my God, I'm sweating. That's so stressful.
That's so
Yeah,
real.
you
Oh
worked
my
in-
God.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, she, like-
I mean, I worked in events for a bit of time. Like that's so stressful.
So
It
stressful.
couldn't have
Could you
been
imagine?
No.
more stressful for that poor team. I do really feel bad. The reason
Somebody lost their hair.
Oh yeah. Somebody
She-
got fired.
many people got
Yeah.
fired for sure. And not Rihanna. Well, Rihanna, one person actually did get fired, which is why Rihanna pulled out. Her good friend Jordan Dunn, who was like a model who'd walked for them a number of different times. This is her. She's fucking adorable.
Stunning. Okay.
Come on, we got it. So she had been removed from the show. And allegedly the reason was because they wanted to put in Kendall Jenner.
Oh.
Yeah, because this was, remember, Kendall was just kind of getting into modeling at that point, and
Why
she,
don't they just add Kendall Jenner? Is it
Yeah.
gonna like kill you to put one more
Yeah.
fucking person?
I listen, I'm sure they've
Yeah.
reflected and thought
Right.
considerably about the
Yes.
decision.
That's so stupid.
Now, obviously, Rihanna didn't say that was like the real reason. Her technical reason was that the song wasn't ready and she wanted to focus on her music 1 week before.
Which
Yeah,
is also
that's-
hilarious because she never puts
then
out
she
fucking
never-
music.
Yeah. Song again,
She's
so.
still focusing, guys.
Yeah.
Let her cook. Let her cook. She ended up getting replaced by Ellie Goulding.
Oh.
Which,
Great.
yeah, good get. Whatever. But Jordan then tweeted, feeling so much better about not doing BS. Sorry, I mean VS.
Ooh, cheeky.
I know. Now that Rihanna isn't doing it also. She then immediately deleted the tweet, but everyone was like, no, we saw that. We for sure saw that.
Yeah.
So point being, there was already kind of bad blood between Rihanna and Victoria's Secret. And then obviously 2018 comes around, and maybe like slightly before that, but really in earnest by 2018, she had her line.
Her line, got it.
Savage X Fenty. Was Savage? I
I
actually
should say,
don't.
which one was first?
I don't know.
Fenty
The
was
makeup or the?
Fenty's just the makeup and
Yeah.
Savage is the
Yeah. I
I
lingerie.
think, then, like, just from a naming perspective, I think Fenty must have been first.
I think
right?
so, but I don't know.
Don't fact check me, but that sounds
No,
right.
listen,
Yeah.
it's
Whatever.
and it was so.
Yeah.
So she had obviously, so she has now her own lingerie company, so she has the ability to do her own runway shows. And what was interesting is she was one of the first groups who did hers instead of on live TV, she did it on Prime Video.
Right.
So that was a really big deal. And this was right around the time where a lot of like the diversity pushes and inclusion and things like that was like fucking hot then. And she crushed it. Like we already alluded to this. Her first fashion show was she had like every star was around there, and it was really big about celebrating individuality and people of all different sizes. So you can see there's like one of the things that she wanted was every shade of her Fenty makeup line to
yeah.
be represented.
Love that.
That's cool.
And she almost got it. There's a couple bitches who are pissed at her. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. There's one Asian girl who's like, that specific shade though. Come on.
I need 246. Okay.
Yeah, what the hell? And it was extremely cool. Like,
Yeah,
so
they
she,
did like hip hop, right?
hip hop, and like they're wearing the bras and underwear, and they look extremely hot, but they're still like, I don't know, interesting. And there's like all the different genders, and there were many plus size models, which at that point was really, really new. There were 2 pregnant ladies who walked the runway.
Damn,
Wow.
good for them.
I'm about to fucking do
That's
you
such
one
a
better.
specific thing to like put out as an ad. Like we need people that are hot, this specific skin tone, and you need to be 6 months pregnant and or showing.
Or how about this? 9 months pregnant.
Shut up.
Because one of the models named Slick Woods went into labor during the show.
See, I feel like a lot of people would get angry about that. It'd be like, you made this fucking
Wow.
9
Yeah.
month pregnant lady.
Look at her. That baby's breaching.
That
Are you
is-
kidding me? That baby's so
Actually,
low.
I can't even imagine standing up when you're that pregnant, let
She
alone
really
walking
doesn't
the
look
show.
that pregnant to me.
What are you talking about?
I mean, she doesn't look 9 months pregnant.
What are you fucking talking
I
about?
don't know. I'm gonna. She looks ready to pop.
I don't.
She looks like her belly's about to like alien style burst a baby.
I look like after like a pizza. I don't
That's a medical situation. Maybe you are 9 months pregnant.
I don't think it's that pregnant, to be honest.
All right.
Wow.
I feel like you really got like. Usually this comes out like.
If you're
I don't
just
know.
listening, this woman is obviously 9
She's
months
so
pregnant.
pregnant.
She's so pregnant. She's also not wearing clothes. I'm pretty sure it's a series of thread that they've wound around her body.
Is she wearing nipple covers or?
She's wearing
just
nipple
her-
tassels
Oh,
or
okay.
something. She's going one of those.
Yeah.
It looks like a very non-comfortable outfit for a very, very, very pregnant woman.
For someone who's
any
maybe
woman.
5 months pregnant or something.
Yeah, for me, actually. Yeah, who is 0
Just
months
looks
pregnant.
uncomfortable. Period.
It really does. And the fact that, like, literally she was in labor.
That is
Like, what?
wow. That is insane. Women are amazing.
Also-
that
They
is
really are.
crazy.
I will say Savage probably should look at its paternity leave policy. Because what are we, if I'm in labor, I'm not doing my job.
That is fair.
And that, you can put that on the record. If I'm on, no meetings, no Zoom meetings. And this woman is walking around and she looks amazing.
She looks incredible.
Yeah. So meanwhile, like, needless to say, the internet, everybody lost their goddamn mind over
Yeah.
this fashion show. We all remember
Why
it.
don't I remember remember it. I guess I didn't watch it.
You are a bigot. I think.
guess I'm a bigot. Oh my God. Fuck. What a weird way to find
If
this
you
out.
don't remember it, I have bad news for you.
I think that was, I guess that. I have bad news.
I don't know what to tell you, May. Listen.
I don't remember this at all. This feels like a pretty memorable thing.
It does,
But to be
right?
fair, I don't watch the Victoria's
Yeah,
Secret shows
same.
either, so
Well, listen.
I'm right down the middle, okay? I'm a moderate bigot.
You're a moderate bigot. She's on the pipeline, though. Well, here is an actual bigot. After Rihanna was doing all this, at the exact same time, so people started giving Victoria's Secret shit, and they were like, "Look how inclusive they are!
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
they're able to do it, and they're so hot. And that woman just gave birth to a baby during the show. So what's your damn excuse?
stage.
What's your
on
excuse?
stage? Yeah, that was a sight to see, but we
Yeah.
saw it, and we were excited about it. Not sexually. Stop asking. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, they go and they interview the CMO of Victoria's Secret, which was this about 70-year-old white man named
good.
Ed Razek.
That tracks.
Check
for
this
me.
guy out. First of all,
Okay.
I love this picture of him in front of the pink dog.
Yeah.
Remember those little pink dogs?
I had
Yes.
one.
They
That-
gave-
I,
yeah,
like,
they
had
always
it on
gave-
my desk.
Don't worry, we all did.
Like, how weird. Yeah.
They had like all their little like prints that
Yeah.
they do every
Yeah.
season. That was the one marketing move they got completely
Yeah, they
right.
nailed the pink dog.
But also, don't you find it kind of interesting how, like, when I was wearing Victoria's Secret the most was when I was in middle school, high
Yes.
school,
Yeah.
and it's like they're advertising this very sexual,
Yes.
like, lingerie-focused brand, but then it's like, oh, here's something like cute pink dogs,
Yeah.
too, and it's like, are we for women or are we for girls? Like, what's
Ugh.
going on
A little
there?
creepy.
They're
Yeah.
for girls who think they are women.
I mean, that
That's
was like
true.
every
Which was
brand back
me.
then. Abercrombie and Fitch was like, fuck me, daddy, on every,
Yeah.
like, you know, whatever the fuck they
yeah,
said.
two openly gay men
Yeah.
just naked on the
Abercrombie
bag,
kids.
and you walk it around once again with your poor father, who's like,
Oh my god.
I know.
Right?
My poor father.
Dad's walking around like, I just spent $150 for this. For
So
my,
May
my
can walk around with a naked torso around the mall.
just
Just
happily.
headless, no face.
From something that's just made in a sweatshop in China. So anyway, he does an interview in 2019 with Vogue, and they were asking him specifically, why don't you have trans people or plus size people in your shows,
Fair
or
question.
just generally?
Yeah, anywhere
Generally.
in your brand.
And his response,
Oh dear.
oh boy,
Here we
it's-
go.
Yeah,
Ugh.
strap in.
Media training on call.
See, he's the chief marketing officer. Shouldn't you have transsexuals in the show? No, I don't think we should.
Wow.
Well, why not? Because the show is a fantasy. It's a 42-minute entertainment special. That's what it is. Is the only one of its kind in the world, and any other fashion brand in the world would take it in a minute, including the competitors that are carping at us. And they carp at us because we're the leader. Okay, good use of the word carp.
Yeah, I'm like, what does that
SAT
mean?
word.
I don't know what the fuck.
I know, right? Then he
Distracting
says,
us.
we attempted to do a television special for plus sizes in 2000. I think in 2002 they did one. No one had any interest in it. Still don't.
Oof.
That was like
Yikes.
literally
2002.
Yeah.
so long
A
ago.
very different time
Yeah.
period than 2019. That's
Yeah.
a 17-year period.
Right.
That
Not.
They're just using it as a case study 20
Yeah.
years later. It's like, guys.
They're like, see, this is what people want. Oh
this is
god.
what people want.
That's painful.
It was really bad. And a very like, and then he looks like this. He looks like Mr. I don't know, Oklahoma. I'm trying to decide what Midwestern state I want to give him to. I'm going Oklahoma, but maybe like a gay guy in Oklahoma, you know, because he's pretty tan. He looks like he's got his shit pulled together
Yeah.
a little bit. Either way, he's not like the face of what's
Inclusivity.
young and fresh and inclusive. And when I'm buying lingerie, I'm not thinking of this guy.
You're not?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. So it really went over pretty well. That's, you know, they were like, we're going to take a break from this fashion
Understandably.
show for some time. There were a lot of people who tweeted about it. So there was one specific case where Jezebel tweeted about it. Someone else went and responded on top, like, please explain why brands need to be careful of casting director opinions, especially when it's a 7-year-old man who's living in the past. And then this woman specifically tagged Rihanna and Savage X Fenty, like
Oh, wow.
giving like,
Yeah.
like they did such a good job.
Yeah.
And Rihanna goes and likes that tweet.
Oh.
So point being, it was kind of like poking, which,
Yeah.
you know, anything she likes, people pay attention
Yeah.
to.
Fair.
Yeah.
There's probably trackers on
Oh,
it.
definitely. That'd be so stressful being that famous because like people would be like, May Planner liked this thing 7 years ago and it maybe infers that she
And
Even
I was like,
things
I was
like
just
today. It's an
Scooter
accident.
brawn or whatever the fuck, you know. And you're like,
I was just scrolling and my finger hit the button and I didn't even know.
Oh, that's a scary level of
I
fame.
just blindly like everything. And if I'm
Same.
following you, I'm liking
I
your
like
shit.
everything.
I
Yeah.
Do you remember
It
when
doesn't cost me money. I'm
Yeah.
like, who cares? Like people that are like
Free
super
likes.
conservative about their likes. I'm like, be
Get a
liberal.
life.
Like, let's go for it.
Oh
Let's get
yeah.
a-
I
But
agree
remember
with
when
that.
Samuel and L. Jackson was liking all those things on Twitter of the
No.
porn star?
What?
Wait, no,
I
that's
wanna,
so funny.
Yes, I wanted to make sure I was getting the right guy. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson goes on Twitter, and I don't think he realized likes were public.
Oh.
So he was liking all this really hardcore porn.
That's fucking funny.
That's so
It's
uncomfy.
so funny. Everyone's freaking out.
That's
Hi,
amazing.
mate. Letting you know your likes are public and everyone can see them. It's literally just this girl getting railed. Samuel L. Jackson, 9 million followers. He likes it.
Oh my god.
And it was his 74th birthday
Oof.
yesterday. So he was
That's
celebrating.
so funny.
Anyway, so point being, yeah, those not everyone's aware, I guess, of the scrutiny their likes are getting.
Fair.
Oh, it makes me laugh every time I think about it. Anyway, now come 2023, Victoria's Secret has, I would assume, fired that old CMO and been like, yo, we're going to have to change things up. But they kind of went really hard the other direction. Like they stayed directly in 2019 and tried to do this extremely not just inclusive. I think the inclusivity, like if they had just done that with a fashion show, people would have been like,
Cool.
great,
Right.
go crazy. But instead they went full tilt, like everything was different. There was not even bras and underwear, which is what they sell.
Yeah.
Presented.
Can we see some clips of this?
Oh yes. Oh yes. And there's
I've
some
seen
more
like a little bit
drama.
on TikTok, but there's not as much as you would think on TikTok. So
Hold on. Let me find my exact little link here. Where did I fucking put it? Give me a second. Yeah, people fucking hated it. Here's one.
okay.
And this is this year.
This is like a couple weeks ago. 5 days ago. This is from
What are they wearing?
They're wearing
Exactly.
like full on clothes.
But
this
like
woman's in
weird
like a
clothes.
neoprene shapeless suit. Here's
That's
this
a
dog.
golden retriever.
There's no bras and underwear. They don't sell this. They don't even sell
That's
swimwear
so confusing.
anymore.
Oh,
that
they
was
don't?
depressing.
Oh, that,
That was
sucks.
really-
I loved their swimwear.
It was great, and it was like pretty affordable as far as
Yeah.
swimwear goes. You
It was
know,
an essential part of my youth.
Yeah, that was where I bought all of my swimsuits or my bikinis.
So I don't understand why they're promoting clothes that they don't even sell. But I guess like
But it gets even better. So here's some more.
I want to see a $2 million bedazzled bra.
Yeah.
So the clip
What
we're
am I
watching at this
watching?
moment is this is a Colombian protest,
Oh.
which is one might think, hey, maybe this will be cool to like include, but also one might be like, hey, that's also kind of fucking insensitive
Yeah.
to throw
Yeah.
in the
Right.
mix. But the designer's like, no. They're wearing caution tape over their chest, so it's like on theme.
Oh.
No,
Wait.
guys, don't give it to them.
No, I won't.
Also, like, want to pause it for just 1 second?
Yes,
I feel
there's
like
more.
if they were going to make it like a political statement and be like, hey, we're going to like, you know, bring attention to some causes or whatever,
Yeah.
a really cool thing for Victoria's Secret, famously sort of like a misogynist
Yeah,
thing, it could have been like they could have talked about the girls in Iran that are getting murdered.
would have been amazing.
That
but
would have
would've-
been really fucking dark, and that would have been quite a stance and quite a tone, but it would have been a really interesting conversation.
Oh, the meetings
coming
they
from
would have
that
had to
brand.
have.
Yeah.
Listen, there's simply not enough time for them. They were like Colombian protests. No one actually knows what they're
I have
protesting.
no idea what the
No
fuck they're
fucking idea.
protesting.
Didn't know that was happening.
Couldn't tell
Okay.
you. Couldn't tell you.
Okay. But they're
And
wearing
they also,
caution
by the way,
tape.
they didn't actually like say anything about it. They were just like,
Weird.
the government, Bill.
I feel like
Here are these ladies.
there was just like a think tank that was like, what does Gen Z like? And it's like inclusive. They like people of all different body types. They like protests. They
Yeah.
like activism. And they're like, okay, we'll show this
Put
in
it
a
all
very
together.
like
Yeah.
nonsensical way.
Yeah.
And then have the police in like full raid suits standing next to
Yeah.
them. But we're shooting like it's obviously
Yeah,
a set.
okay.
It's kind of giving the Kendall Jenner Pepsi.
Oh yeah.
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 That was a fun cultural moment.
That was actually,
Yeah.
you know what? It was
Simpler
hilarious.
times.
So funny.
That's like that trend right now. It's a Roman Empire for
Yeah.
some people, I would say.
Oh,
That's a fun trend.
My
I like
Roman
that one.
Empire is the Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
you know.
Her walking up and everyone.
What's your guys' Roman Empires? Real quick.
my Roman Empire?
If you guys have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, congratulations for not being
Yeah,
on TikTok.
wow.
You must live a much happier life than me. But basically, it's this concept that people think men think about the Roman Empire all the time. Mark doesn't even know what the fuck the Roman Empire is.
absolutely
But
not.
Yeah.
but some men
He's never heard of it. He's like,
He's
what's
never-
that?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. But it's like things like historical or like cultural phenomenons you think about constantly. I would say probably for me, the fact that Vicky Gunvalson's boyfriend faked cancer
I don't.
on the Real Housewives of Orange, Orange
okay.
County.
Faked cancer.
That's
Faked cancer.
That's
your
terrible.
Roman Empire.
Yeah, that's
a
my
good
Roman
Roman
Empire.
Empire.
Yeah.
So did he like pull it off or what?
No, he didn't pull it off at all because the other women on the show.
Because he's on a reality TV show.
Right.
Yeah.
The
They
other
were
women
like,
on the
you're
show.
not going to the doctor ever. You're fine, dude.
They kept like calling the places he said he was getting treated, and they were like, "Do you have a patient under the stand?" They were like, "Well, obviously we can't disclose that." And they're like, "Do you do these types of scans?" And they were like, "We do not perform these types of scans." And they were like, "Proof!" And they brought it to the reunion. It was crazy. It was.
That's a
fucking
big moment.
crazy.
That is a
is
cultural
huge.
moment.
Yeah.
That is
Wow,
huge.
faking cancer.
What's your Roman Empire?
What's my Roman Empire? Do you know your Roman Empire?
No, I don't have.
I wish I had an answer more.
I mean, honestly, I think about the Salem witch trials kind of like a lot.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a weird amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because again, I think Rhode Island, Massachusetts, that
yeah,
was like,
that's
right.
fair.
we like would
Lizzie
go.
Borden too. I think about quite a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and they would like they made it like a fucking weird theme park now, and I'm like, you burned women,
Yeah,
women
I
here.
know.
That's actually a good point. People are like, let's go see the witch trials.
Isn't it kind of? It's like spooky fall.
Yeah.
Including me. I would love to go.
I know.
Yeah,
Here's the
right?
thing about
Yeah.
me, I'll definitely go.
I'll absolutely go. I don't stand for it, but I'll go.
But it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking weird thing that we do.
100%. I don't know. Mine's probably something stupid, like
perfect.
Janet Jackson Super Bowl moment.
Oh,
yeah.
Was it staged? Was it not? You know,
Talking
that whole
about
thing?
nipple
Oh,
tassels.
you know what? I think it was.
Yeah.
Because I
it's
rewatched it
interesting.
recently. I don't know. Maybe it's mine too.
Yeah. yeah. Actually,
It's
speaking
all
which,
of our Roman Empire.
I also rewatched
I
it recently.
rewatched it. And the way
on.
it came off way too easy. It, felt
It
like,
really did.
it
It
felt-
really
it was
did.
Like, that would be
intentional, I
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You know what I did at
Conspiracy.
a Bachelorette the other day is we just played all the Super Bowl halftime shows.
what a fun little
Fucking awesome.
iconic.
It was so fun. We just put them on in a row while we were all getting ready, and
I
everyone was
love
like,
that.
And the
that's
Janet
great.
Jackson one we kept going back
Yeah,
to.
of course you have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, we were like, let's see those titties
Yeah.
one more time. Bring it back. So they had this. They go through like all the different cultures and different countries and things like that.
What countries participated?
It was like Lagos, London, Tokyo, and I'm forgetting the fourth one. It's in here somewhere.
No New York?
No.
Yeah, no
Well, then they ended
America?
up doing the actual show, like the actual like runway or red carpet in New York.
It was part of Fashion Week, right?
Part of
or
Fashion
sort
Week.
of part of Fashion Week.
Yes. So Doja Cat was involved and she did a music video for it, which I think is very, very cool. So that part I actually, again, it wasn't bad to watch. It was
Okay.
just completely not a Victoria's Secret
Yeah.
runway show.
Yeah.
There were no, what can I purchase off of this?
Right.
The answer was
Right.
none of it.
Right.
Which is
So
fine.
then just don't package it as that. Okay.
Exactly.
Anyway.
To be
So-
completely fair, though, I think the old ones, the old version of it, it's like you can't really purchase.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
the things that they were wearing.
$2 million
like
bra.
The
Swarovski
$2 million
crystal
bra.
bra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all those crazy bras, like a lot of the underwear they were wearing, like a lot of like the stuff they used to wear, you could also not like go to
That's
Victoria's
true.
Secret and
Yeah,
proceed to check
fair
out.
enough. All right, you win
Proceed to
this
check
round,
out.
Victoria's Secret. Well, anyway, Doja Cat has to go to this red carpet event for them like last week, and she's so fucking funny. I'm obsessed with her right now. She then goes, she wears this dress. It's a pretty standard, black
Yeah.
plunge slip dress, whatever. It looks pretty normal. She looks great.
She looks like Betty Boop.
She then goes on her Instagram and posts a
That's a
note
compliment.
where she says, "It's crazy when you got a dress on and your whole vagina is out the whole night and the straps on the dress pull your tits all the way down to your knees.
Whoa.
And all you asked for was a slip dress, but I digress. In my complaining era, my fucking Karen era, a bitch could have got a UTI, but the whole reel resisted."
What? Okay, I don't see how her vagina's out. Scroll up one
She
more
then
time.
No, one second. She's not done.
Okay.
All 4 lips out, swinging in the fucking breeze.
4 lips. Is my vagina doing something wrong?
Labia, and then I think her ass cheeks. I think are.
Oh, or
Wait,
like, is she thinking like
is she-
menorah and majora?
Damn, that is really
It's a
up there.
biology lesson.
That was really up in her
Wow.
stuff.
In the breeze.
But I make lemons out of lemonade. What a beautiful night.
What a beautiful night.
Minus them unadjustable straps. So if you go back and look at this a little bit more,
I mean, it doesn't look like it's fitting her. Like, that looks uncomfortable.
Oh,
I'll
is
give her
that going in between her butt
this
cheeks
must
and
be
vagina?
I think this must be going between
Oy,
her butt
Madon.
cheeks and then coming up towards the front here.
Yeah.
And like connecting up to this front area and
Yeesh.
trying to split her vagina into two pieces.
Yeah, the straps do look like they want to be pulled up. I'll give it that.
I think she's short too, right? So it's like, why was
Hey,
this dress?
watch with the short slant.
Yeah, but I'm like, why is this dress doing that?
Yeah.
It's not like she's like
Yeah, that's so
abnormally
fair.
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way,
Interesting.
I feel weird knowing the fact that I'm looking at this picture of her and her lips are just like,
Been there, girlfriend.
I know, and it's not a comfortable
Yeah.
situation. So Victoria's Secret, obviously didn't love that press. They were like, Doja,
Yeah.
can you just shut the fuck up for like 1 second, dude? Can you just let us put a thread up your vagina for one night? We're paying you a lot. And then, come on. And then they also got in trouble because people were going online and saying that their actual set from the tour, from the documentary style tour, it does have these like arches throughout it. And that's really, really similar to what the Savage Fenty show in 2019 had.
Oh, really?
So they have these side by side
embarrassing.
images between the two of them. So they were giving them
Yeah.
shit for that. I'll be honest. I think you kind of mentioned this. I think Victoria's Secret wants this press.
Yeah,
because they went so far left field that I think they knew there was not like the best thing for them was just for us to have this
I also
conversation.
think they were in like a lose-lose because if they didn't
Yeah.
go far enough, people would be like, you didn't do enough. But if they went too far, it's hard to come back from such a massive face plant that they had.
100%.
So
And they probably see things like, this is such an aside, but like, marketing campaigns like Dylan Mulvaney with Bud Light, it's like, yeah, they did take a dip and that was sort of a risk or whatever at the time because people that drink Bud Light are conservatives and my uncle. But the that guy rips Bud Light. Let me tell you something. But I think like it's obviously getting conversation going. So there's
Right.
sort of like any press is good press because
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret was famously like going bankrupt and shit
And, like,
in the past
off
few
the
years.
map, yeah.
Right.
They were.
So they're trying to get back on the map. I don't know if it worked really.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I mean-
recently purchased a 5 for $25 from them.
Okay.
So, and it was
Well, the 5 from 25 is the best.
it's the fucking best deal out
Yeah.
there.
it's a good deal.
Yeah, that's for panties. If you're a man listening to this, now you know. Okay. I figured, and that's all I have to say on that. But I did figure we could go back in time and, the good old days, see the 5 times Victoria's Secret was accused of cultural appropriation.
I love it. Yes. Okay.
Just
great.
to reflect briefly on this, it's gonna be good.
Wow, they really wore some ridiculous stuff.
They really did, but she's so hot.
I mean,
like,
beyond
what are
hot.
we fucking doing? In this one, in 2010, Victoria's Secret included a section that they named Wild Things. And the models, including this beautiful lady, Emanuela de Paolo, wore animal print lingerie surrounded by men in printed sarongs and wrap skirts. And they were meant to basically look like indigenous people. Yeah.
Not
They look hot. They look hot. Let me
the
tell you.
boardrooms that were like, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
who says yes to this?
The lawyers that
Yeah.
signed off on this.
Yeah.
This went to,
Good
like, this is a
point.
real company. Like, they have a whole teams of all
It's like a massive company.
Yeah.
massive. And they were like, listen, we're maybe going to get in trouble, but like, look at her V on her. God, this lady's ripped. Like, let it
is
ride.
ripped.
Yeah.
I do remember, like, not to like. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Where are we going?
But
I'm listening. I'm
do
100% tuned
remember,
in.
like, when the Victoria's Secret fashion show was on, and like everyone in college would be like, "Oh, we gotta
Yeah,
watch this." I
yes.
was like, "Oh, I'm gonna feel so fucking bad
Yes,
about myself."
I do remember that.
feeling
Absolutely.
that feeling because I feel like people now are like, "Oh, who cares? Like, it's just like hot girls are supposed to be like that." And I was like, I did care.
I
though.
did care,
and
yeah.
I'm kind of like not even like that. And like in my regular, I mean, obviously I'm in my 30s now, so it'd be fucking weird if I did. But like,
Still got a chance. Let's
Yeah.
go, girls.
but when I was like 21, I was like, I need to starve myself to be
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
anything. You know what I mean?
or I would like make up all these like excuses. I'd be like, it's the light, like I don't know, trying to
Yeah.
like justify.
It's a spray tan.
It's
Yeah.
She spray tanned 30 pounds off.
I used to think that they spray tan their abs, which I think they kind of
think
do.
they do,
But
for
like, I
sure.
was like, oh, I don't know. It's just like
it
did affect
messes
me.
with your mental.
It
I am
definitely
100%.
did affect me.
Very glad that they made some changes, but I will say this is bringing me back to 2001 Laura's brain, where I'm like, she looks great.
I mean, she looks amazing.
I would
Yes.
sell my soul to look like her.
I
you know?
Yeah.
know. Come on, what are we doing here? This is
This
also
is tough.
2012. Carly
Ugh.
Kloss. They were doing one representative Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
oh, who said yes to this?
Where they literally have Carly Kloss, and don't get me wrong,
Ah.
she's rocking it, but she's in a Native American headdress with turquoise,
But
little
also
belt,
naked.
but also naked, but
Oh my
also
gosh.
feathers all over.
I mean,
she
she's-
is not a Native American. I'm going to go
Certainly
ahead
not.
and say that.
She's married to a Kushner now, so she's done more embarrassing things than this. But I imagine like she looks back on this and just like, oh, please just scrub this from the internet.
Yeah.
And she looks so thrilled. I mean,
She's so happy.
She's doing her job.
she's
I'll give
doing
her
her job
that.
really well.
She better have gotten paid.
Also, like to be fair, I feel like back then it probably
We weren't
didn't even
talking
cross
about
her
it as much,
mind.
yeah.
she was probably like, "Oh, fun. Okay, great."
They told me to do this. Great. I'll
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
Well, actually, I will
Honored
say
to be here.
I'm reading
Yeah.
this little thing right here, and it says this look from the show was eventually cut before the event hit television.
Oh,
So even
they
in
must have
2012, they
known.
were like, "Oh, we killed them all. We killed
Right.
Thanksgiving was really bad."
Remember?
Yeah,
that?
I feel like we did know that.
Yeah.
We were. Some people did, and
Yeah.
I think they called in. And
Yeah,
they,
they
That
were
would
like,
actually
we
be-
don't like-
hey guys, we have some information for you.
That's so sad that it was cut before the show aired, yet it still lives on the
I
internet
know.
for her.
I know. She's like, "You couldn't have dressed me up like a pilgrim.
Yeah,
I can't wear a
exactly.
fucking hat."
I'm also dying.
What about the turkey?
This is a teen.
Yeah, or a turkey.
This is a Teen Vogue article, and in it they have a link under horrific genocide of indigenous people. So if you're a
Links
teen,
out.
you can link out to go read more about the
Oh,
horrific
okay, good.
genocide. Thanks
From
thanks,
your Victoria's Secret article.
thanks Teen Vogue. Thanks for doing that.
Wow.
Jesus.
This one looks like a similar
Yeah.
theme here. In 2014, they did an exotic traveler, which
named
was
these?
I don't know. And this was just more generic. It looks like I don't even know what culture this is supposed to be, but it's certainly not this lady's.
Yeah. Not great.
So yeah, exotic traveler, you're
Oh
out.
my god.
This is a fun one. 2016. So by the way, we're in strike zone.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
we're
that
in
long
striking
ago.
zone.
That's not far.
You should absolutely know better. They put this woman here, who is it? Elsa Hosk. Elsa Hosk looks maybe Scandinavian or she's
Elsa, yeah.
She's white.
she's white. She's white, blonde hair, looks like blue eyes. She is wearing a large Chinese dragon draped around her and is in all China colors.
Yeah.
I don't even know. China colors. That sounds weird. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Laura just says racist stuff, talking about how other people are racist.
Yeah. I'm like, and it was called The Road Ahead. So that's cool.
Okay, great.
She is, needless to say, not Chinese by descent.
Not Chinese. Yeah.
Could have fooled me.
And then finally, we've got Nomadic Adventures. This one actually doesn't seem, this was bad, but it's not.
What is that supposed to be?
I think this, oh no, it's Native American dress. I thought for a
Yeah.
second this was going to be the, Scandinavian
Yeah.
style stuff, but
Oh.
it's not. Nope, we're back to Native Americans with another blonde hair. Carly Kloss, once again.
Oh, what?
Wait,
what
no,
are they
wait,
doing her?
no, that was
They're
referencing
doing her
the other
dirty.
one. Never mind. This is not Nadine Leopold.
Okay.
Nadine, you look great, but
Oy,
yeah,
Maron.
shouldn't have worn that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
that is the 5 times Victoria's Secret was culturally insensitive and appropriative. And
Only
Laura,
5
I was
times.
gonna say.
And Laura was really fucking close with her descriptions. She was right on the edge. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
So will you shop at Victoria's Secret now? Or will you
Five,
sign up?
on a 5 for 25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
what
one
can
right
you do?
across the street, actually.
There
really is.
Oh.
Yeah.
There is.
5 for 25. That is.
I don't know
a
if I could
deal.
go into a Victoria's Secret anymore.
Yeah.
There's just like too many like stray boyfriends wandering around that I'm just like I can't be here
Uncomfortable
with
fathers.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Women who are too eager to give you a sizing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're like, you're a
How much are you? It's like, please don't.
36A.
No,
Thank
no, but
you.
they're like you're a quadruple D. Like no, I'm not.
No, lady.
Yeah, their sizing was
Their
always
sizing's
wicked fucked up.
insane.
Yeah.
Their sizing is bananas.
Yeah, and I have like famously a very large chest.
Yeah, massive tits.
Anyone who's not listening,
Subscribe to
listening
the
on
YouTube.
YouTube,
You're missing the tits.
Yeah, you're missing the tits, even though I'm covering them 100% of the time. But you'll know they're there. But I have extremely large breasts, and I remember like crying.
Oh,
'cause
I
they were
can't-
like,
yeah.
oh, like they're like, we don't have anything that will fit you. They were like, this is
Really?
like a triple D, and I was like, this is a triple. I am not a triple D. I have large boobs, but like I'm not a freak of nature.
Well,
like
Yeah. Well, 'cause
that
the
was
van-
what
yeah.
helped me think that I was a C when I was an A.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, also,
so I was like,
I
this
used to
sizing
get-
is great.
I used to get pissed at the Victoria's Secret show because all those girls, at least it looks like they have cans
Yeah.
because they push them up so much.
Yeah.
And so I was like, why are you advertising this thing for like big boob girls when like you don't
yeah.
even have sizes?
Because they were
for us?
strapping
Well, I
small
remember-
mattresses on them.
It's literally in college they came out with the bombshell bra,
Yes.
which
Oh, yeah.
added 3 cup sizes.
That's
No, it was
because
ridiculous.
it is a twin size mattress
Yeah.
underneath
It's
your
a self
boob.
flotation device,
If
so
were
you don't
safe in-
drown.
If you got in an airplane crash wearing that bra,
You would be fine.
totally fine. You don't need the life jacket.
Oh my god. And they would ride up so much because you would
Yes.
like crank the strap
Yes.
so
Yeah,
much.
'cause you're like-
and yeah, and then they would like
Ugh.
go up to like the middle of your
Yes.
back. Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Good times.
I miss those days.
Absolutely.
school.
Well, thank you so much. I mean,
Thank you guys.
Hope you had fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I
You
love
learned a
talking about
little?
Victoria's Secret. Are you kidding me?
Rihanna.
You're welcome
And
back
Rihanna.
whenever. And tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on any of the social platforms. I'm at Shannon Fiedler 13. You can go to my website to see when I'm going to come to your city and do stand up. And that's about it, I guess.
Yeah. How much? What the fuck? That sucks that you have to have a 13 at your.
I know. Well, I had it.
Shannon Fiedler's out there.
Yeah. Whoever has Shannon.
All right, yeah, this is a
you need to-
petition.
we need to fight her.
If you're out there listening, come on.
Come on, I'll pay
Invite
you.
on we'll get you both on the pod
Exactly.
and you'll fight,
We'll
it, out.
The battle of the Shannons.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So,
thanks
yeah.
for doing it. And guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, tell 3 friends. It's
We
the
know you
rule.
have them.
Go review it
Siblings.
5 stars, and we'll see you next week.
You know what? Don't even tell 3 friends. At this point, just fucking make 3 accounts and follow us 3 times.
I like
That's
that idea.
100%
How about
fine.
that?
That's a great
100%
idea.
fine.
How about that? Okay. We
I
love you
want-
guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.